First of all, I would like you to know what an amazing phenomenon it is that you can hear anything at all. What we call sound is movement in the air, of course, but there's only one set of molecules, and we're all using them. So everything from microwave to earthquakes to radio waves to light to every sound that everything is producing at the same time is all included in the sound that's hitting our ears, or the air that's hitting our ears. And if you were able to see it on a very small scale, you would see a set of molecules hanging out in front of you and, of course, everywhere around you. And it would be looking like this, basically 3 dimensions, because it's what we call the complex waveform. It's the result of all the forces, all the vibrations pushing on each other, affecting it to go this way and go that way. So when 2 instruments make a sound, for instance, they kind of the pressure waves hit the other pressure wave in midair and pushes and turns and end result is this wavelength that looks like a squiggly earthquake graph, that you've seen before. And from that, your brain and your ears are able to immediately decipher it, so that what you're hearing is not a squiggly line, but you're hearing the traffic noise in the background, the bird chirping outside, somebody playing a guitar in the neighborhood, somebody talking to you. Not only that, but in 3 dimensions, so you can hear it in front of you and back of you and on top of you. And that's because it's a complete miracle that you can hear anything. But the brain's capable of doing that, and the ears are able to resolve that those vibrations into something that makes sense for our perception. So that's the device that you're in. That's the invention of the body and the brain and the ears. And the reason you have outside ears and little folds in them is because when the sound hits you from different angles, it changes slightly the EQ, and the brain is used to resolving that into meaning that a sound is coming from behind you or in front of you or under you or something like that. It's kind of like a bullet that hits something and ricochets before it hits the ear canal. And that little change is enough for the brain to know that, it's coming from behind, or it's coming from the left or right. There's 3 factors that I've learned that determines and tells the brain where the sound is coming from. One is the speed, because obviously a sound hits one ear before it hits the other ear, probably about 120 milliseconds between this ear and that for this to occur. And the second one is the volume. Of course, it's louder on this side and is on that side. But then also the angle of it, because if it comes from overhead or underneath you, it hits you at a different angle, and that's where these lobes in your ear are doing their job, and the brain is doing its job of figuring it out according to the change of pattern. Oh, and also we've discovered that you have an acoustic memory of every room that you've ever been in, sort of like you have the same memory as a smell. Like if you went to your grandmother's house and there was a certain smell, you would always recognize that later on. And we have the same thing with the brain catalogs the acoustic properties of the rooms that you're in, so it can better determine where sounds are coming from. So it's quite sophisticated what we're running around with and take for granted.
Turn it up a little bit.
So that I think would be a really cool change.
Is there a negotiation? I mean, are
We just have their facility check. We would find an actual. But we want to interpret high.
I had some clients like 7, 8, and I shared
It's about 15 minutes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can actually get to the paper, which is one of the oldest trees in the world.
Really?
going, Ben?
It's going very well.